All right, Ms. Clerk, you ready? Mr. Clerk, if you would please call a roll.
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor. Mayor Van Johnson.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem and District 5 Alderwoman Dr. Estella Edwards Shabazz.
Present.
Chairman and District 4 Alderman Nick Palumbo.
Present.
Vice Chair and District 3 Alderwoman Linda Wilder Bryant.
Happy Valentine's Day. Let's go.
Post 1 Alderwoman Carolyn H. Bell.
Present.
Post 2 Alderwoman Alicia Miller Blakely. District 1 Alderwoman Bernetta B. Lanier.
Present.
District 2 Alderman Dietrich Leggett.
Here.
And District 6 Alderman Curtis Pertee.
Last but not least, I'm here.
Come on through, Kurt.
Mr. Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you. All rise. I call this meeting of the Savannah City Council to order. Today is Thursday, February the 12th, 2026. It is 2:15 p.m. It is the 293rd birthday of the greatest city on earth and the 13th colony in this country. You should clap right there.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to us.
Yeah.
And 293 has never looked so good. It's also Love Weekend.
Yeah, it is.
And if you can't love who you are, then love the one you're with, as they say. Savannah will be a safe, environmentally healthy, and economically thriving community for all, and for us, all means all. Today's invocator will be introduced by Alderwoman Post 1 at Large, Carolyn Hodges Bell.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Today, our invocator is Jamal Barrow. Jamal is a retired United States Air Force veteran who honorably served for 28 years before retiring in 2025. Throughout his distinguished military career, he demonstrated a steadfast commitment to leadership, service, and excellence. He holds a bachelor's degree in political science and a master's degree in public administration, equipping him with a strong foundation in governance, leadership, and community development. Jamal serves as a minister, not just a minister, he is an elder, in fact, an associate pastor at Jonesville Baptist Church and remains deeply engaged in his community. He is the vice chair of the Inner City Night Shelter and a board member of Sponsors of New and Talented Artists, Inc., Sonata. In 2014, he graduated from Leadership Savannah, further strengthening his commitment to civic engagement and servant leadership. Jamal is married to Teresa Barrow. They have 3 awesome children, Samuel, Samantha, and Simone. Through faith, service, and community involvement, Jamal continues to make a meaningful impact in the lives of others. Elder Jamal Barrow.
I want to first of all acknowledge the mayor.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the team of professionals that helped make Savannah the greatest city on earth. Always remember that we never cease to give prayers to you, inquiring of the Lord that he would give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in doing the bidding of the people. Let us pray. God, we understand that you are the God of generations. In Jeremiah 29 and verse number 6, you called your people to build families, nurture children, and increase, even in uncertain times. Today, we lift our city to you with the same hope. Lord, let our city be a place where families flourish and children are safe. We pray for an end to violence and fear to be removed from our streets. We ask you to help us disarm hatred and heal trauma, turn hearts away from destruction and toward purpose. Protect every son, daughter, mother, father, and grandparent and caregiver. Lord, we ask that our community may not be diminished, but that it would be increased in peace, strength, and opportunity. We pray for continued prosperity. Bless our schools, our businesses, churches, and neighborhoods. Let there be meaningful work, stable homes, and resources that sustain families. May growth not be a benefit for a few alone, but uplift every corner of our city. Lord, bring unity where there is division. Help us value one another across racial, cultural, and economic lines. Teach us to stand together for common good. Replace suspicion with understanding and bitterness with reconciliation. God, we ask you to help us to establish equality and justice in our systems and institutions. Let fairness guide leadership. May policies reflect compassion and wisdom. Ensure the welfare of all citizens, the young and the old, the struggling and the thriving, so that no one is forgotten. Lord, help us to build, to plant, and to multiply good in this awesome city. Let our legacy be one of peace, righteousness, and shared prosperity. May generations to come say that we chose faith over fear, unity over division, and love over violence. Lord, we trust you to increase us and not allow us to diminish. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you. Let us honor our country. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much, Minister Barrow. Thank you so much for gracing us today. We receive that and thank you so much for your service to our country. We appreciate you being here. Let's go ahead into our agenda as it relates to item number 1, adoption of the regular meeting agenda. Just a couple of notes here. I understand item number 12, a petition of Tom Bolton on behalf of Vintage Home Builders LLC for a special use permit to establish a hotel in TC1 zoning district has been requested by the petitioner to be continued until further notice. Mr. Attorney, do we need to put a date on this and come back to it, or can we just hold it? All right, we'll just hold it per the petitioner's request. Can I get a motion regarding that?
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion for the item number 12 to be continued until further notice.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. And I'm going to add an appearance. Are my 211 folks in here? No?
Yes.
Yes.
They are? Where they are?
It is. They were
Oh,
there.
okay, all right, okay, hiding behind the camera. All right, I'm going to I wanted to add an appearance by United Way.
Yes.
211 in honor of 211 Day, which was yesterday in the rain. So can I get a motion for the adoption of the regular meeting agenda?
So moved.
So
sir.
moved.
Second.
Is there a second?
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I would like to make a motion for the adoption of the regular agenda meeting for February the 12th, 2026, along with all of our
Second.
additions.
Been properly moved and seconded that we approve the minutes for the regular meeting held on January the 22nd, 2026 at 2 p.m. Is there a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Mr. Mayor.
Adding on to that, today the City Council held an executive session for items related to personnel, litigation, and real estate. I'm asking for a motion that you authorize me to sign off affidavit that our discussion was limited to those items and that no votes were taken during the
moved,
meeting.
sir.
Is there a second? Properly moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. All right.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion for the approval of the minutes for the regular meeting held on January the 22nd, 2026 at 2:00 p.m.
Then we
So
just,
moved.
we just did that.
Did that. But so moved anyway.
Yeah, we did it. We already moved it.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we're very excited to have with us. As you know, it is February. February is known as Black History Month, and we're always very happy. The last 37 years, the city of Savannah has been a partner with the Savannah Black Heritage Festival, which has reached middle age. So we're glad to have Amanda Hollowell here with us as we talk about this year's festival. Welcome, and we're glad to have you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. You caught me off guard with that whole middle age.
37.
You know, a lady never tells her secrets. Black History Month is actually in its 100th year celebration as well this year,
That's
and so
right.
there is a lot of time for us to honor things. But this is the 37th annual Savannah Black Heritage Festival. The theme this year is the Tapestry of Us. This is presented by the Savannah State University with a grateful investment by the city of Savannah that we are always so appreciative of every year. The festival is in full effect. We started February 1st, and though the weather slowed us down a little, we still had events. And we just recently did our opening at the African American Monument this past Sunday. Last night we had Cleo Parker Robinson perform at the Otis J. Johnson Cultural Center, and we have plenty of more events for you all to participate in. These are all free and open to the public. I just want to highlight some events that we want to make sure that the public is able to attend over the next few weeks. First, this weekend we have Tracing Your Roots at Chatham County Bull Street Library. We've done this in our 3rd year where you're able to trace back your roots, especially for our folks who are a part of the diaspora. On February 17th, we partner with the Links Incorporated, the Savannah chapter, for the New Beginnings art installation where we have young folks from all over the county submit their work and we put them up in the Cultural Arts Center. Please join us at 6 p.m. That same night, if you didn't do anything nice for your lover over the holiday weekend, you can take them to a jazz concert for free on Tuesday, February 17th at the JEA for our annual Future of Jazz. Then we've got our Black Art Expo in partnership with the city on February 21st, but we've added something new this year in partnership with my organization called Color of Change. We're doing a Cultural Day of Legacy. This is to replace our Grand Festival Day. This will be at the Ralph Mark Gilbert Museum. Everyone can enter the museum from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. free of charge. That is being paid for. And then from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., we'll be in Dr. Priscilla Thomas's annex, featuring speakers Mark Lamont Hill, Dr. Tonia Edwards, Hermina Glasshill, Vonette Walker, and Dr. Amir Touré. So this will be a full day of lectures about the importance of our history with performances and spoken word and a few celebrities coming into town to speak and give us keynote words. We close the festival on February 28th, as usual, Forged by Fire with local storyteller Lillian Grant Baptiste. I want to thank you all for your investment and for your time. Please, for that updated information, you can go to SavannahBlackHeritageFestival.org, and thank you and have a great day.
Hollowell, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your work, and we always lift the name of Shirley Barbara James for the work that she's put in. This is clearly volunteer work for you all, and I know the many of hours that you have put into the Black Heritage Festival. We certainly want to thank the Savannah State University as well, and the city of Savannah is glad to be a partner and co-sponsor. We would have it no other way. So thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very glad to ask our friends if the Black Heritage Festival is 37, Visit Savannah is turned 50. So we're going to ask our friends from Visit Savannah to come up. Joe Marinelli doesn't look, you don't look a day over 49. So it was put on the agenda that we were recognizing Visit Savannah for the 50th anniversary for promoting Savannah as a premier destination. We were a little gracious and humble. We're really celebrating Visit Savannah for marketing us as the premier designation, and there is a difference. This organization, you don't see their work here, but you see their work around the nation. And I've had the opportunity to be on some of these activations and see the length and scope that they do that bring all the folks here that enjoy our city and that help us pay our bills, and we love them for that, absolutely. And the proclamation reads as follows. Whereas founded in 1976 as the Savannah Convention and Visitors Bureau, now known as Visit Savannah, the organization was established to market Savannah as the premier destination and to grow the local visitor economy. And whereas in 1980, local leaders made a pivotal and forward-thinking decision to reinvest hotel-motel tax revenue into tourism marketing, creating a sustainable funding model that continues to deliver strong economic returns for Savannah and Chatham County. And whereas visitor volume has grown substantially over time, increasing from approximately 1.3 million visitors in 1977, generating an estimated $60.8 million in direct spending, to an estimated 12.9 million visitors in 2024, producing $4.1 billion in visitor spending. And whereas in 2010, the organization formally rebranded as Visit Savannah, reflecting a modern destination marketing strategy and Savannah's rising national and international profile. And whereas the visitor economy has become one of the region's most powerful economic drivers, generating $3.9 billion with a B in total visitor spending in 2023 and $4.1 billion in 2024. Visitor activity has directly supported more than 28,000 hospitality-related jobs and an estimated 41,000 indirect and induced jobs across the local economy. And whereas for 5 decades, Visit Savannah has strengthened Savannah and Chatham County's economy, supported jobs, generated critical public revenue, and enhanced the quality of life for residents while elevating Savannah's reputation on the global stage. Now, therefore, I, Van R. Johnson II, Mayor of the City of Savannah, do hereby recognize and congratulate Visit Savannah upon its 50th anniversary. We commend its leadership, vision, and impact, and express our appreciation for your enduring contributions to the economic vitality and cultural pride of Savannah. In witness whereof I've set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Savannah to be affixed. Thank you so much for being Savannah Strong. Oh. Come on, man, come on. Hey. We gotta take pictures, hold on.
Here we go. Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor and members of council. On behalf of the 54 full and part-time employees of Visit Savannah and our board of directors, I would like to express our sincere appreciation for this recognition. 50 years ago, this organization was founded on a simple yet powerful belief in Savannah and Chatham County. That belief has not only endured, but also strengthened over the decades. I am deeply proud of the work of our team, past and present, and all that they've accomplished to position Savannah as the premier destination that honors its rich history while thoughtfully embracing the future. Over the past 5 decades, our organization, originally established as the Savannah Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, and now known as Visit Savannah, has served not only as a tourism marketing entity, but as a dedicated steward for this community. It is especially meaningful to celebrate this milestone alongside leaders who understand that the work that we do each day directly supports our residents, strengthens our businesses, both large and small, and contributes to the overall quality of life in our community. While today we mark 50 years of progress and achievement, it also compels us to look ahead. We remain focused on one question: what are we doing today to ensure an even stronger tomorrow? While the continued partnership of this council, our community, our stakeholders, and this exceptional team, I am confident that the next chapter of Visit Savannah will be as impactful and forward-looking as the first. Thank you again for this honor, and we appreciate your ongoing support. Thank you very much. So I want to just introduce our team. Angela Westerfield is our Chief Marketing Officer. Erica Backus is our Director of Public Relations. I should have saved that for last. Supriya Christopher is our Director of Public Relations. Kelly Linder is our Chief Sales Officer, heading up all of our convention sales effort. Brittany Wilson is one of our social media experts. And over there behind the camera is Hunter Coughlin, our videographer. And I think that's everybody, but thank you very much. Thank you.
So they'll grow bigger and stronger. The greatest part about our being here is that we don't have to visit Savannah. We live in Savannah. But certainly you have done a yeoman's job in helping to market us to the world. And folks come, and again, when you go other places, you don't see ads in Savannah here. You wouldn't. But you see them everywhere else. Just like I look at other people's stuff here, well, you know, we do a good job of stealing folks from other places. So thank you so much for all you do, and we really appreciate you. To 50 more.
Terrific. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, thank them for being a community partner for Savannah Chatham Day. I know you
That's
already
right.
started planning. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you. Now we have the Savannah Trustees Garden Club that are here. Woo! All right. Good to see you. Thank you. Come on around. All right. Where's Catherine? Well, where's Catherine? Well, we can't. Bates, where's Catherine? Well, can y'all come back next week when Catherine is here? We can't do it without Catherine.
Oh, okay.
Or should we just go ahead?
Sorry, Catherine.
All right. Bates, Bates, come on up here. They want you to come and stand. Now, substituting for Catherine, her husband, Bates Lovett. Whereas the Savannah Trustees Garden Club was founded on February the 15th, 1926 in Savannah, Georgia, and in 2026 commemorates 100 years of dedicated service, civic engagement, and the stewardship of horticultural, historical, and environmental traditions. And whereas Savannah Trustees Garden Club took its name from the Trustees Garden, the very first public garden in the state of Georgia, established in 1733, by the trustees of the Georgia colony as an experimental garden to assess the viability of cultivating indigo and mulberry trees to support silkworm production and other agricultural enterprises vital to the colony's success. And whereas the club has had a long and significant history of community involvement through beautification, restoration, and preservation of many of Savannah's landscapes and properties. This list includes Emmett Park and Colonial Park Cemetery, the Scarborough House, Columbia Square, Roadhouse Museum, Garden at Bamboo Farms, among many others. And whereas for a century, the Savannah Trustees Garden Club has honored this legacy through its commitment to gardening, conservation, education, historic preservation, and community beautification, enriching the cultural and civic life of Savannah. Whereas in 2022, Trustees Garden Club gifted a master plan of Forsyth Park to the city of Savannah. In partnership with the city of Savannah, the club has created a shade garden in Forsyth Park to commemorate its centennial. And whereas the club's members have contributed countless volunteer hours and resources to promote and preserve local heritage and foster a deeper appreciation of Savannah's unique natural and historic landscape for present and future generations. Now, therefore, I, Van R. Johnson II, Mayor of the City of Savannah, do hereby proclaim February 15th, 2026 as Savannah Trustees Garden Club Day in the City of Savannah, and commend the Savannah Trustees Garden Club on the occasion of its 100th anniversary, congratulating its members on a century of distinguished service and extending best wishes for continued success in the years to come. And witness where I've set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Savannah to be affixed. You all don't look anywhere near 100 years old. So congratulations.
Thank
I'm Connie.
Y'all clap better than that. 100 years.
I'm Connie Williams, who's the president now, and we just want to thank the mayor and aldermen for recognizing our 100 years and how we have really enjoyed working with the city and working and doing all kind of things, service and projects in the city for 100 years, and we hope we'll be here 100 more. And I will introduce, I've got 4 past presidents with me. I've got Karen Pinnell, and Beverly Reynolds, Connie Darbyshire, and Elizabeth Skeetus.
Yeah.
And you got-
And you got
And we
Catherine
had
standing.
and we had a big flower show, and I think poor Catherine's working there, and I hate it. But thank y'all so much. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. No, thank you.
Ladies, before you leave, I just want to personally thank you for all that you've done for the city of Savannah over 100 years. All of you haven't been there for 100 years, but I feel privileged because a few of these ladies I've known for most of the time I've been in Savannah. So thank you for all that you do.
Thank you, and we're looking forward to the ribbon cutting for the Shade Garden. So excited! I will be there. Thank you so much. And so talking about shade,
but Mr.
Gordon
Mayor,
did it? Yes.
that is a second district
It
entity.
is a second district.
That's a second district entity.
All right. Is Gordon here? Oh, come on. All right, you heard that, right? They've enjoyed.
Big.
All right. Whereas the city of Savannah is one of America's most beautiful cities, whose urban forest has more than 70,000 trees, which provide valuable shade to her parks, squares, roadways, and neighborhoods. And whereas the urban forest promotes the mystique and charm of Savannah, as well as one of her most distinguishing and noteworthy features. And whereas the urban forest increases property values, attracts visitors and future residents, and promotes economic growth and development in our community. And whereas the urban forest promotes community health by reducing stress and providing peaceful and serene settings. And whereas high-quality street trees provide neighborhood cohesiveness and a sense of community. And whereas the urban forest reduces stormwater runoff, absorbs carbon dioxide and pollutants, and produces an abundance of clean, healthy air. And whereas the city of Savannah has been called the Forest City for more than 130 years, and has been designated as a Tree City USA by the National Arbor Day Foundation yearly since 1983. Now, therefore, I, Van R. Johnson II, Mayor of the City of Savannah, do hereby proclaim Friday, February the 20th, as Arbor Day in Savannah, Georgia, and urge our citizens to ensure our urban forest legacy by protecting and preserving our trees, and witness wherever I've set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Savannah to be affixed. Congratulations, and thank you for all you do in helping to make us a Tree City USA. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Mr. Mayor, Council, City Manager, it's always a privilege to be up here at this time to celebrate tree planting. As you know, next week we do our annual tree planting at a school, and this year it'll be at Juliet Low School at 10:30. We invite everyone out to come enjoy. We'll plant a black tupelo. It's a native tree. It's a deciduous tree, and it's a beautiful tree. But it's just an opportunity where we get to sit with the children and explain the benefits of trees and just watch what they come up with, and hope the future just continues to carry our legacy. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So I did want to add, and I want to add our friends from United Way to come up. Yesterday was February the 11th, 2026. And if you take February, the second month, and you add the 11th day, it is 2/11 day. And I wanted to take a moment because the impact in our community has been so profound to invite Kimberly Waller, the CEO of the United Way of the Coastal Empire, to come and receive a proclamation. Now, I've already presented in honor of 2/11 day. Let's be very clear about the statistics. 8 people that work in the United Way provided assistance and connection to 8,600 people just last year. 8,600 people. These are people who did not call 311 because they were able to get what they needed from 211. So it assists us. We know the worst thing in life is that you need help, but you don't know how or where to get the help. And so, Ms. Waller, for all of the great people at United Way that we celebrated yesterday with all that good pizza in the rain, and the Inky Brittany traveling show montage that's going out, we want to come and celebrate you and celebrate the work that you've been doing, the role that you play in strengthening community resilience and reducing barriers to essential services. And so I proclaimed it yesterday, but I'm going to proclaim it again as 211 Day, and we want to give them a big round of applause for all that they do.
Thank you all so much, Mr. Mayor. Appreciate you all. Council members, appreciate you all. 211 really is at the heart of United Way. I so wish that I could have had the 211 team here with me today. They are back at the office up the street answering 211 calls, so wanted to make sure they were still doing that. 8,600 people impacted by this. We know the need is greater than that, and so we have done some really, really exciting partnerships with our colleges and universities. It takes a village, it takes a whole community to do this, so now we have several federal work study students and masters in social work students who are going to be coming and joining us. We've already had several join us. We're going to continue this. They're giving back to the community. We're investing in them because they're our future leaders here in our community. A lot of the data that we have, so we've been very, very intentional about collecting data so that we know that where we're making investments, it's where the needs are most. We're tracking locations of callers. We're tracking needs of callers. It's really important that we understand where the resources need to go and how we need to be supporting our communities. You all have been incredible partners in this. I commit to you that we will continue to grow this, invest in this, and make this something that is available for every single person who calls, has a person to talk to. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Mayor, thank you so much. Ms. Waller, I just want to commend you. As long as I've known you for a few years, one of the key things, and I heard you say it just now, that you do is that you reach out and you touch our coming generations and giving them an opportunity and giving them a window so that they can come and have a hands-on environment to prepare them for the work that they are about to embark on, especially from the educational standpoint. So I just want to commend you for continuously allowing the United Way to be one of those hubs that our young people can come in and practice and get experience and hands-on, because it really makes a difference when folks can have access to some real world and real life stuff. So thank you so much for that. And 211, and the mayor is saying it, 211 is a number that you dial like 411, like 911, but 211 gets you to the resources that's available through United Way. And thank you for continuing the phenomenal job of United Way.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, ma'am.
I actually sit on the board.
Yes, you
And
do.
in my absence, know that I'm always there for you and want to wish her a happy belated birthday. You just slid right into Bryn's seat. You did a good job. We appreciate you, and thank you for being a community partner and always being there for us. Yeah, we see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes. Alderman Fleming.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just wanted to commend United Way, Director Waller, so much for your leadership and your predecessor's leadership for establishing and continuing this service.
Yes.
All of us remember the time before 211 where aldermen, members of council were connecting directly to social services and helping, and you've done such an incredible job providing that network for our community. And then to hear that it's data-driven design, that you're speaking directly to the constituents that you serve, so you know how to make the best critical decisions for your organization and for so many community service providers. It's smart government, and I really appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Alderwoman Miller Blakely.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mirroring everything that my colleagues have already said, thank you so much for
your service and your tiring efforts, and it is so good to see you. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Kim, again, echoing what everyone has said, thank you for all that you do and your staff at United Way. I think you all know that I love United Way.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for everything.
Second district resident, constituent, and friend.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Thank you all so much.
And quick fun fact, 211 began in Georgia, in our great state. Yes. So we are leading with legacy and leading with power. So thank you all so much.
Mr. Mayor, we've been singing these songs all day. We got one for her. 211 is not a joke in our town.
That's right, that's
Yeah,
right.
appreciate it.
And I'm gonna ask the city manager up when he's finished blushing. This is a time that our employees certainly been waiting for. The employee engagement team will recognize the 2025 fourth quarter employee of the quarter winners. So here we go. These are like the Grammys for City of Savannah employees. Let's do it again.
All of our winners, I always call them City of Savannah celebrities. So yes, let's introduce our fourth quarter. Hello everyone, my name is Christina Chandler. I'm the chair of the employee engagement team. I want to first start off by shouting out my team. Okay, none of this work would be, done without them, so I appreciate that. Thank you for those who could come today. Okay, so I'll tell you a little bit about the program, and then I will let Jay announce who our winners are. So here at the City of Savannah, we know that happy employees drive powerful results. When you feel valued, supported, and seen, everyone wins, from our departments to our community. That's why recognizing the outstanding public service that our employees offer isn't just a nice gesture, but it's becoming a part of our culture. Our Employee of the Quarter program was created to spotlight those who go above and beyond, not just in performance, but in passion, creativity, and the positive energy that they bring to the city. So, one rock star from every service center is honored as the Employee of the Quarter. They get a cash reward, 24 hours of incentive leave, and a chance to win Employee of the Year, so you'll see us again back in April. And again, shout out to my team, and now I'm gonna pass over the mic to Jay, our city manager, to announce our fourth quarter 2025 Employees of the Quarter.
Yeah.
Thank you, Christina. Thanks, Christina. Awesome job, the entire employee engagement team. We love the employee engagement team because great public service starts with great public servants.
That's right.
And this is an opportunity for Team Savannah to honor Team Savannah. This is employee built, employee led, and the decisions are the employees. And these are folks that we honor every quarter, are folks that go above and beyond for their teams, for the community, for the people that they serve. We've heard that saying that 20% of the people do 80% of the work. And we think that, more of that percent at Team Savannah does the work, but these are the real heroes within our service centers, within our departments, within our communities, making things happen. And thank you, Council, for the time to be able to honor them today. So, a few of them are not here, but we're going to call their names anyway. So let's get started in our Community Services Service Center. With 20 years of service, Natasha Butler, Community Programs Activity Coordinator at the Pennsylvania Avenue Resource Center.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to mention that Natasha is a community partner with my elder babies. Her son is in ICU. Please pray for her. That's why she's not here.
We're praying for her.
She's an
and I'll go ahead
awesome
and I'll
partner.
hold on to this for her. I'll hold on to it.
Yay, Natasha
We'll audit
Butler.
that. We're gonna, in government operations, with 2 years of great service to the City of Savannah, maintenance supervisor for historic squares and park maintenance, Gregory Pickney. All right, Greg.
Yeah. Come on through. Yeah.
Gregory!
Come on.
Excellent!
Come on, Greg, stick your chest out.
Good job, sir.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
In information and public affairs, with 7 years of service for the city of Savannah, our customer service representative in the 311 Action Center, Miss Latrell Favors. Latrell. Latrell couldn't be with us today. Miriam is going to accept on her behalf. Mayor, hand it over to Miriam. Hand it over.
Yeah.
Well done, Latrell. In management services, with 4 years of amazing service as a budget analyst, and a little bit more than that recently, Sansia Joseph Jarvis. Well done. Woo!
Oh, that's right.
Be proud of her.
Yes. Sure enough.
Great job, Sansia. All right.
Yeah.
In planning and economic development, with 5 years with the city, our permit technician and development services, Mr. Tim Welter. All right, Tim. Good job, Tim. Okay. With the Savannah Fire Department,
Yeah.
with 11 years of service,
Yeah.
our fire engineer, Renata Peters. All right.
Yes, a lady. Yes.
Phenomenal work.
Yes, it is.
Right.
Yes, it is.
Okay, not to be outdone, the Savannah Police Department,
Yeah.
with 9 years of service, our records supervisor and information management division, Miss Amanda Green. Great job, Amanda. That is not easy work.
Yeah, no, that's right. Congratulations, Amanda.
Go, Amanda.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And last, but not least, in water resources, with 18 years of service to the city, our watershed compliance and education program coordinator, Miss Laura Walker. All right, Laura. Great job, Laura. Keeping it fresh, keeping it clean out there. And those are your employees of the quarter for the last quarter of 2025. We can't wait to see who wins Employee of the Year coming up soon. Well done, Employee Engagement Team.
Well done. Another big round of applause.
Yeah.
And we have another outstanding presentation. We have an appearance and recognition by the City Manager's Emerging Leaders Academy Cohort 4 participants. Ladies and gentlemen, these are those that have come through great trial and tribulation. They have worked and worked and worked, and they're here today, Mr. City Manager.
Thank you. Dr. Jennifer Blaylock, please join me. We'll talk more about this. Dr. B. Dr. B.
Dr. B.
To provide great public service, we have to be great public servants. That's right. And that means that we've got to invest in developing great public service. And growing those professionals to make sure that they're equipped with the resources, skills, and knowledge to be able to do that job. And this program that we began 4 years ago, which we've been continuing to build, is identifying true talent and our next leaders within our organizations at every level. And we're so excited for Cohort 4. You know them by their green shirts, and they have graduated, and they know that that graduation and this opportunity was not a pat on the back, but it was a tap on the shoulder, and we can't wait to see all of the wonderful things that our emerging leaders, who are now leaders, they've emerged, are going to do for our city and for our community in the coming months and years and careers. And with that, I'll turn it over to Dr. B for some more remarks.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. City Manager, Mayor, Council, Senior Director of HR, Jeff Grant, our Assistant City Manager, Manager's Office, and our COO, and all of the leaders who support this, because this means that in addition to their regular day jobs, they go through a rigorous selection process And they do additional work in addition to their daily responsibilities, including that infamous capstone presentation. And this time it was a packed house. About 120 people were there. This is our 4th cohort. They are now alums, and so I'm going to ask them to come up. Every council person has a copy of everybody's names and pictures. Come on, Gwen. We had our first graduate from the clerk's office, and thank you, Mark, for supporting the program in many ways as well as a mentor. This year, just a few things of note about the largest class. Every service center was represented.
Oh, that's amazing.
We had our first married couple. She made sure he got there on time. I'm just kidding. Kevin, where you at? That was fantastic. And then we had 2 babies. One of our members actually had the baby, and the other was dad, and rooting them on. They all did a fabulous job of conquering fears, public speaking. And you'll see under their picture, I'm going to ask them on the count of 3 to share their mantra that they do to support each other. You guys ready for this? Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We believe in you. So in order to help each other, yes, very beautiful. Can I read their names real quickly?
We believe in you.
We love that. All right. So we have Grace Abrams.
Yeah!
Celeste Adams, who became a mom.
Yay!
Latoya Adkins. David Alexander. Anteria Brown.
Yes.
Christina Chandler, already leading.
Christina.
Yelena Laney Clark.
Yeah.
Donna Cooper. Adriana Cornelius, Ariana Dorsey,
Yeah!
Dylan Dwyer,
Woo!
Teresa Graham, Davida Greer, Marcus Henderson, Antoinette Hill, Butine Hilliard, Tammy Hines, Eric Horn, Gwen Jones, Lindy Kimball, Stephanie Levert, Sharif Lockett, Anthony Martin, who became a new dad, Amari McDonald, Scott Miner, Aisha Nix, Colin Phillips, Danielle Riley, Ashley Sapp, William Slater, Eddie Smalls, Ashley Sullivan, Tylee Swinton-Tribble, Lauren Wilson, Akila Wright, Kevin Wright, Tamisha Fleming, Glenda Francis, Naomi Oler, and Louis Peterson.
Yeah.
Congratulations, everybody. Thank you.
These are our great public servants.
Yes.
Thank you. Again, let's give another round of applause.
Yeah.
As you know, we charged our city manager when he joined us that as much as it's important to be able to seek talent, it's also important to build talent. And so we know that great leadership is taught. And so, Mr. Manager, we thank you so much for being intentional about creating ways of building our bench. We know that our success is tied to our succession. And so thank you all so much. I know this wasn't easy. I know some of y'all were stressed out about it. I saw y'all social media complaining about it, but you did it. Yeah. And so we appreciate that, and we hope that transcribes into great careers and long careers with the city of Savannah. I mean, the baby things were a little extreme, but I mean, it's okay. It's all right, as long as you do it in the city of Savannah. So congratulations. Yeah. Congratulations.
I appreciate you.
And we hope y'all don't mind. It's a poor frog that doesn't praise his own pond, so we had to love on us a little bit. So let's get to work.
Yes. Good job. Thank you. Good job, Christina. Appreciate you, baby.
All right. Moving to, y'all can stay for the alcohol license hearings if you like. Moving to alcohol license hearings, we have 3 items, items 9, 10, and 11. Are there any pullouts for any of these items? Okay, if that's the case, item number 9 is approval of a Class E beer and wine by the package with Sunday sales alcohol license to Mitul Patel for Pump and Pantry at 2014 Waters Avenue, a convenience store located at Southeast 36th Street and East 37th Street in Alderman District 2. And item number 10 is approval of a Class C liquor, beer, and wine by the drink alcohol license with Sunday sales to Arthur Rudy Gastick for the Brass Coyote at 309 West River Street, a bar, lounge, between Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard and Barnard Street ramp in Automatic District 2. And item number 11 is approval of a Class E beer and wine by the package with Sunday sales alcohol license to Tarak Kamar Patel for Waters BP at 5806 Waters Avenue, a convenience store located between 72nd Street and East Durin Avenue in Automatic District 3. This is a public hearing that I'm now declaring open. Does anyone have anything against any of these licenses? Going once. Going twice. Speak now, forever hold thy peace.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, sir.
ask that we close the hearing.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 9, this is Matu Patel for Pump and Pantry, 2014 Waters Avenue. Alderman Leggett.
Yeah, thank License to Matu Patel for Pump and Pantry, 2014 Waters Avenue.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 10, Alderman Leggett.
Yes, sir. I ask that we approve the Class C liquor, beer, wine by the drink alcohol license with Sunday sales to Arthur Rudy Gastick for the Brass Coyote, 309 West River Street.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 11, Alderwoman Wilder Bryan.
Number 11. Approval of the beer. I ask that you have approval of the beer for Sunday sales alcohol license to Rakumar Patel for Waters BP at 5806 Waters Avenue.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you all so much. Go forth and please be great. Item number 12 has been continued until further notice. Item number 13 is a petition by the mayor and aldermen for the city of Savannah for a text amendment to section 7.7 Historic Property Overlay District.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I would like to, in reference to this, MPC people want to...
Wait, this is yes. Yeah, he's on his way. Okay, you're presenting? Okay. I was looking at Mr. Morrow, like moseying on by. I'm like, okay, where you going? All right, go ahead.
We're working on it right now. Let's get it up.
All right, while you're getting that together, we can move to some other stuff. Let's go toward the back of the agenda. Let's go ahead and do item number 32 under resolutions. We're moving to adopt a resolution to accept the donation. And a big thank you to the Bonaventure Historical Society for a donation in the amount of $6,975.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I move to adopt the agenda item as written.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. Y'all want to come say hello? I mean, we usually don't, but since you're giving us some money, come on. While he's getting that together.
There you go.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. You're fine.
Historical Society, and we are so very pleased to be able to present this check to our partners with the city. I'm very blessed to have a wonderful working relationship with the city, which just enables us to get more done, and what's good for Bonaventure is ultimately good for our beloved city. So, and you're very welcome.
Well, we're blessed to have a wonderful relationship with you, and thank you so much for this very, very generous donation. Thank you so much. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Let's go ahead and run the table 33 through 35 and the agreements. Authorize the city manager to accept the Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act FY26 rapid response grant from the Technical College of Georgia in the amount of $70,000. Item number 34, authorize city manager to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with Chatham County for county roadway and drainage improvements. 35, authorize the approval of a water sewer agreement with Little Ogeechee Partners LLC for Hopeton West Development and Travis Field Treatment Plant Service Area located in Automatic District 5.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I move to adopt the agenda items as written.
Second.
motion.
Been properly moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. 1 second. Let's go ahead and item number 36 is to approve the authorize the approval of a bronze plaque at 122 West Broughton Street. And 37 is to authorize the city manager to approve a major subdivision, Meadow Lakes, Phase 3 at Automatic District 5.
Mayor?
Yes.
I move to adopt the agenda item as written.
Second.
motion.
Properly moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you so much, Ms. Morgan. All right, going back to item number 13, petition of the mayor and aldermen of the city of Savannah for a text amendment to section 7.7 Historic Property Overlay District.
All right, now I'm set. Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor and the members of the council. I am Subhashi Karunaratna, a planner from MPC, Development Services. So I'll be presenting both items 13 and 14 together because they are pertaining to the same information, which is a text amendment for Historic Property Overlay District and a zoning map amendment to amend, to apply that overlay. Okay, so this request in front of you is twofold. The first is the text amendment where the city is proposing to add clarifying standards to section 7.7 under Article 7, Historic Property Overlay District. These standards will establish a formal framework for local historic property designations by addressing the overlay's relationship to the base zoning district, its applicability, classification of resources, the COA process, design and maintenance standards. The second part of this request is a zoning map amendment to apply this historic property overlay to the respective properties. So what we're looking at is the first designation of this overlay, which is to the property at 4241 Ogeechee Road, which is known as the Savannah Powder Magazine, as the first property under this overlay. And this property will be given the zoning overlay designation of HPO1 in addition to its base zoning, which is right now Conservation Park. So the process that is applicable for this is the property will be first reviewed by the HPC, where its standards will be applied for the local historic property designation, and an approval for a COA is required as the first step, and then it will go to the MPC for recommendation for the rezoning, and if there's any text amendments for that as well, and then it will come here for the city council approval finally for the rezoning, and if there's a text amendment for that. And according to the section 3.17.4 in the zoning ordinance, the local historic property designation is given to a historic property which is associated with a significant historic event or a person, or if there's such a property has a distinctive characteristic of a type, a period, or method of construction, or if it has if it yields important historic information, and then that will be listed as a local historic property. And once it has that criteria fulfilled, it will go through the proposed zoning text that you're seeing here right now, and that property has to fulfill the criteria such as the COA, the design criteria, and the maintenance criteria. And then it will be listed under section 7.7.3. You can see that already there's HPO1 listed as number 1, which is the Savannah Powder Magazine, and a second property will be listed as HPO2 and 3 and so on, and they will also be indicated on the zoning map. There is a difference between the historic property overlay and the historic, local historic districts that we are much familiar with, such as Kyler Brownville, Downtown Savannah, or Victorian, because the local historic districts are there to provide a uniform procedure to protect broader areas like neighborhoods that shares a common and a significant historic or architectural or cultural value, whereas this overlay is applicable for one property with the intention to promote and the preservation of that significant property itself. And most of the time, these properties will be located outside the local historic district, so it doesn't have that protection itself. So what we're looking at right now is the Savannah Powder Magazine, which is our first historic property that's going under this overlay. And Savannah Powder Magazine was constructed in 1898 as a municipally owned facility for safe storage of dynamite and other explosive material. Its location on Ogeechee Road outside the city limits during that time was intentionally chosen because it was isolated and it was safe for public. The Powder Magazine served as the city of Savannah's only non-military facility of its kind, and it operated continuously until 1971. And in recent decades, the city has taken steps to preserve its structure, including commissioning a restoration plan and securing more funding. When we move on to see what the zoning and future land use looks like around this property, the existing zoning designation is Conservation Park, as you can see on the map on your right. And the flume designation is Conservation, as you can see on the map on your left. So by applying this overlay, in addition to the protection given to the property right now, there will be more historic preservation standards applicable for this. So on top of the base zoning district, this overlay will act together to give more historic preservation integrity to the property. Additionally, in February 2025, the building was listed on the National Register for Historic Places for its association with Savannah's growth and its unique design. Also, the proposed text and map amendments support the Savannah GPS goals that is stated as invest in equitable community development and resiliency by identifying and protecting significant local historic and cultural resources outside the downtown National Historic District. The proposed amendments are further supported by findings from a 2020 study, Savannah Surplus Property Land Use Preference Survey Report, which identifies the Powder Magazine as a site suitable for continued city ownership with a mix of passive recreation and civic uses. The proposal further ensures that long-term stewardship of one of the few known surviving municipal powder magazines in Georgia, while aligning with the city planning and preservation goals. So with those findings, the Historic Preservation Commission reviewed and approved the designation as on its meeting on 11/19/2025. And with those recommendations and findings, the MPC recommends approval of both the text amendment and the map amendment for these.
Mr. Mayor?
Thank you. So this is items 13 and 14. The corresponding items are 16 and 17. This is a public hearing. Is Tommy Holland here? Come here, Tommy. Okay, come. I want you to come over here. Well, you want to come sit there? Come on. There. Come on. Before. I know. We're better, but you have been. If there's been anybody who's been more identified with this project and the preservation of getting us where we are, it's been you, and I want to salute you for your work in doing that.
Thank you.
We did not see it at first, but often with vision, it takes someone to light the fire, and then we see
say
it.
a couple of words? You gonna let me?
Well, when I get there, I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I know a lot of times you don't want me to open my mouth.
I know.
Understand that.
But this time I want you to. But go ahead. Thank you, and state your name for the record. Ladies and gentlemen, you have 2 minutes. This is a public hearing that we've declared open. I have 3 cards here, but you have 2 minutes. I might give Tommy 2.5, but just go ahead.
So kind.
Go ahead.
You're so kind. There about 35 years ago, my uncle showed up at my mother's house for Sunday dinner, and he said, "Can you believe the city of Savannah is selling that little castle and 20 acres of land for right at $400,000? I'm going, "What are you talking about?" He told me where it was. I remembered it as a kid riding up and down 17. I went out there and I'm going, "No, they're not." That Thursday, they had already removed it from the agenda. We fought. We formed the Powder Magazine Park Committee. We did not stop. We did not stop. When they sold the 5 whatever acres of land on the other side, I'm not sure if it was Don Madonza or Michael Brown, got Brian Gore to call me to make sure it was okay with me if they sold that 5 acres of land, which was fine because it was on the other side of the railroad track. And you all know I fought long and hard, and I want to thank y'all right now for, I'm hoping you're going to approve this anyway. That'd make me mad, wouldn't it? But, I think it's a good thing. I've worked with Luciana and Ellie here over the last several years. I think everybody's got a good intentions, good plan, and we just hope that you will allow the community to be involved. I mean, the Powder Magazine Park Committee, there's actually only 2 of us that are still alive, but there is a community interest in it. I have people all the time. Every time it pops up on Facebook, Tommy Holland. I'm like, the city's taking care of it. We got good people there looking out for it right now. But I'm just asking you to please let the community be involved with whatever takes place out there. It's definitely the opportunity to be a crown jewel of Savannah. It's got history. It's got 14 acres of trees and native species of greenery. But we want to be a part of it. We thank you for what you're doing, what you've done, and it almost makes me cry to think that we finally got this far.
Please don't cry.
I'm sorry. I'm one of them screamers when they cry.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right, thank you. We're in the public hearing stage.
Yeah.
All right. One second.
Who's that young lady?
One moment. We're still in the public hearing. So Collier Neely. Well, I'm going by cards. And then Ellie Isaacs. Right.
Mr. Mayor, Council, I'm Collier Neely. I'm the CEO for the Historic Savannah Foundation. And just real quick, I want to give my time to Ellie Isaacs because she's worked very hard to make this happen.
All right, thank you.
I don't even need all that time, but thank you.
Don't give it to Tommy.
I'm Ellie Isaacs with Landmark Preservation Consulting, and we are the ones that helped achieve the National Register nomination last year. And this has been a passion project of mine for over 10 years, and like Tommy said, his has been over 35 years. So this is the second step. The first step was the National Register listing. So the second step is the local protections in order to the long-term plan to restore this building. So I just want to thank you guys, because you guys, as the owner of the building, allowed us to do the National Register nomination and to help move this forward. So.
Well, thank you so much for your hard work and your dedication to this project.
And I just want to say that the Historic Savannah Foundation supports this. I really appreciate y'all taking it up, creating an opportunity to recognize historic local landmarks. so we can save them, tell their stories, and then honoring the Powder Magazine as the first one. So thank y'all.
Thank you. We are the Council of Hard Decisions. Are there any other comments?
Yeah.
One moment. One moment.
Okay, yes, sir.
Any more comments from the floor? Going once, going twice.
Mr. Mayor,
Speak now, if ever hold that peace.
Mr. Mayor,
One moment. Luciana, you have anything you want to say? You good with this? All right. All right, go ahead.
since this is in the 5th District, Mr. Mayor.
I'm just trying to close the hearing.
Yes, sir. Like to close the hearing, sir.
Properly moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Are there any comments from council?
Yes, sir.
We're not there yet.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to state that this little house is commonly referred to as the Little Castle in the Woods. And we would like to thank, again, the Historic Savannah Foundation so much for this, and the Landmark Preservation Consultants for the work that they have done. Not leaving out Mr. Tommy Holland, who has been working, as he stated, and everyone else has stated, for such a long time. This has been a piece of property that's been having lots of conversation on City Council for many, many years and over a decade. And I've been working real closely the whole time with this particular project. So this is an exciting day on today. Also, I want to thank City Manager, along with Mrs. Bridget Liddy, who has, on our side, who has kept her hands on the pulse of this project, of this piece of property. Thank you, Ms. Liddy, for the work and keeping me real close with this particular work. Also, it's been said about the historic, we got to say this part, the historic property overlay district. The council, mayor and council, we approved this overlay before, but today we make history and we make herstory because Mr. Tommy Holland and Savannah, the Savannah, Historic Savannah Foundation, Landmark Preservation Consultant, we are making history and herstory on today because the Little Castle in the Woods is the first project under our historic property overlay, and that is huge. And like the mayor say, put your hands together for that.
All right. Alderwoman Wilder Bryan.
Yes. I just wanted to tell you guys that Tommy does amazing things. He is doggedly when he is on you about something. I want to thank you for the cemetery piece, Tommy. Great job. He's always, this is what we call civic engagement. You don't always have to agree, but he's just wonderful to work for, because if he's on a project, he's going to make sure that it's beat up, teared up, torn down, and put back together. I appreciate you. I'm glad you're out of the hospital. We were praying for you. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. One moment. Alderwoman Lanier, you had something?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Mr. Holland, congratulations on being steadfast in this. Jay, this is the property that I mentioned to you where Tremont Park residents asked me to make sure that they are notified when something pertaining to this property because it is an asset for their community also, and they have an affinity also to this property. So we want to make sure that we get the message out far and wide, and people do need to be more engaged, like Mr. Holland. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I saw Alderman Purty.
Thank you, Tommy. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much. You know, he wears many hats, and singer, songwriter, historian. If you can imagine it, he does it. And I knew the history behind the Powder magazine. I had no idea where it was. I remember hearing about it. And one day, this gentleman took Alderman Palumbo and I out to the woods, and I'll admit, I was a little scared. Didn't know where we were going or what.
But you made it back, though, right?
You made it back. He came out there, and I thought, well, he's going to sing us a song or play a guitar in the woods. We'll have that woo-saw moment. But he enlightened us as to the property, the details, the history behind it, and what an awesome piece to be able to preserve. And I think it's great. Congratulations on you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, he always gets an A on show and tell.
Alderwoman Miller Blakely.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Tommy Holland, this is my first day meeting you or even hearing
about you. And, yeah, I met him walking through the, area there, and he was loud, and I was looking at who that loud man is. But I'm glad to know that you are so passionate about what it is that you were doing. 30 years that you've been fighting for this, and you got a super duper partner right next to you in L. Isaacs. And I want to tell you all thank you. Now, I would like to know, where is this located?
Oh, I tell you.
Because I want to go and see it. Don't play. Behind Sonic on 17.
All right, Alderwoman.
Okay.
Alderwoman Bell.
Gotcha. Don't start him. Don't start him. Don't start him. Don't start him.
All right, so let us go ahead and move. This is going to be on first and second reading, 16 and 17. Because they're sequential, we might need to take them one by one.
Yes, sir.
So we'll take 16 first.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to move that the first reading be considered the second and the ordinance placed upon its passage and passed.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 17.
Mr. Mayor, I move that the first reading be considered the second and the ordinance placed upon its passage and passed.
Second.
Motion.
Properly moved and seconded. The first reading be considered the second. Its ordinance placed upon its passage and passed. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Now you clap. It's done.
Good job. Yeah.
So we look forward to the next one, Tommy.
Yes.
All right. No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Congratulations. Moving back to item number 15. This is a first and second reading. We're putting this on first reading. Mr. Clerk, let's go ahead and advertise the hearing. So it'll just be on first reading today. And the next meeting, we could do the actual hearing, okay? All right, thank you. Let us move to the purchasing items number 18 through 31.
Mr. Mayor,
Are there any pullouts?
if there are no pullouts, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of the purchasing items for items number 18 through 31.
So moved.
Probably moved and seconded that we approve item number 18, authorize city manager to execute contract modification number 1. Yes. Okay. Then let's change that to 19 through 31. Item number 19, authorize city manager to award construction contract to Griffin Contracting for canal drainage improvements in the amount of $1,348,488. Item number 20, authorize city manager to execute a contract modification number 1 for landfill cover material with Savannah River Utilities Local in the amount up to $450,000. Item number 21, authorize city manager to execute a contract for crushed stones from ZBS and Associates LLC Local in the amount not to exceed $200,000. Item number 22, authorize city manager to execute a contract for Sunset Park Multi-Station Play Structure with Game Time Care of Dominica Recreation Products in the amount not to exceed $317,809. Item number 23, authorize city manager to execute a contract modification number 1 with Central Industries Local for the upgrade of the fueling station at the sanitation headquarters in the amount of $74,661. Item number 24, authorize city manager to execute a contract for 2 heavy-duty rescue fire trucks from 10-8 Fire and Safety Care of Pierce Manufacturing in the amount not to exceed $2,529,253. Item number 25, authorize city manager to execute a contract for fire department uniforms from A1 Uniforms in the amount not to exceed $150,000. Item number 26, authorize city manager to execute a contract for temporary staffing services from Robert Half International, care of H-GAC by in an amount not to exceed $100,000. Item number 27, authorize city manager to execute a contract for 2 sets of heavy capacity mobile lifts from Lift Now Automotive Equipment, care of Steroconi USA in the amount of $167,904. Item number 28, authorize city manager to execute a contract for VMware from MGT Impact Solutions LLC in the amount not to exceed $71,680. Item number 29, a notification of an emergency purchase for generator and switchgear from W.W. Williams in an amount not to exceed $313,918. Item number 30, authorize city manager to execute a contract modification, number 1 for multimodal transportation implementation plan. Contract with Kimley Horn Associates in the amount of $72,600. And item number 31, authorize city manager to execute a contract modification number 1 for generator maintenance for stormwater management with current age in the amount of $300,000. You've heard the motion. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 18, authorize city manager to execute a contract modification number 1 to the construction contract with Reeves Young to establish the guaranteed maximum price for the Civic Legacy Arena Removal Project of $10,900,000. Alderwoman Miller Blakely.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mr. City Manager, this particular company, I know we say we want to do Savannah first, right? This particular company, when I went and researched, has an office on Bull Street with just a desk in the room. Is this a viable Savannah First company?
Reeves Young?
Yes.
I can give you the information on Reeves Young. This is, but to go back to refresh council's memory, this is a CMAR contract, construction manager at risk. This is the second time that this particular item with this has come to council, right? So, construction manager at risk contracts have several parts to it. The first part is pre-construction. City Council approved the first pre-construction contract with Reeves Young in October of last year for $15,000. And remember that all CMAR contracts I'm going to bring to council for pre-construction, no matter whether they're under my procurement authority or not, because it's an establishing a long-term relationship with a construction manager throughout the project. If you recall that this is I know we've talked about this many times, this is a procurement strategy that we use to keep costs low. This particular project, now this is the second part, which is the guaranteed maximum price for the construction, right, for the work that we need to be done. This particular part of the contract has a 20% WMBE goal, and that at least 10% of that 20, meaning half of that 20%, has to be local DBE. For this contract that's been recommended here in the schedule of DBEs that have been certified by the city, this exceeds the 20% at 20.3% minority-owned business, and exceeds the 10% local at 15.5%. So in both of those categories, the DBE schedule for this GMP portion of the Seymour contract has exceeded the goals put on the contract, which is a very, very good thing.
So let me ask you this question. We're only guaranteeing 10% DBE participation locally. Is that what I just heard?
Yes.
So why aren't we doing more than that? Because when you talk about demolition of a building or whatever, we got folk in our city that know how to operate dump trucks, that know how to remove stuff. I mean, we tear stuff down really well. So I think that we should be looking at utilizing more of local based on the information that I read on the Reeves Young. Better yet, let me ask you this. Can I get a list of all of our local DBE participants and the other DBE participants that's not local?
Yes, and I can give you that. And I can also, if you'd like, go through a little bit of, so all of this work was that the CMAR goes through to understand what subcontractor is going to have. All went through, which was an open bid competitive process, right? So this was essentially almost like a public procurement that they're doing for their subcontractors. Each one of those in the different categories of work that they're looking for subcontractors for. Each subcontractor there was the lowest bid contractor, as well as the contractor selected meeting the DBE goals. On certain construction contracts, we don't have the ability to do a Savannah First or a local designation shielded procurement over construction projects. So there's only certain types of procurements that we can have a shielded procurement market over, which allows us to go after Savannah First markets. We can put subcontracting goals, which we do. And the standard there is 20% of the guaranteed maximum price of the contracts, including the subcontracts, go to women and minority-owned business participants, and that at least half of that 20%, 10%, are local women-owned, minority-owned businesses. So, that was the case on the most recent GMP CMAR contract that council approved several meetings ago for the I&D plant expansion, and every other CMAR project we'll go through. When we get to these GMP, the guaranteed maximum price phase, we're able to share and certify the schedule of minority and women-owned business enterprises that are participating, the percentages of which they're participating, as well as the percentages and the vendors that are participating that are local women and minority-owned businesses. I can tell you the WMBs that are participating in this,
Locally?
if you'd like, I will absolutely do so. Let me pull that information up.
Mr. Manager, there is a difference between deconstruction and demolition.
Yes, there is. Absolutely. And I didn't address that.
Well, I think there's a nuance there. I mean, it's not just blowing stuff up and hauling it away.
No, and we go through a.
That was just a hypothetical.
No. I think that I think you raised a good point, which he needs to explain.
And council approved this CMAR contract
Correct.
in October. And we went through a very, very intentional RFP process for this deconstruction because it's very sensitive, takes some specialized skill and ability, right? And that was all part of the RFP. We had, respondents to that RFP. It went through a scoring criteria. We brought that scoring criteria and the recommendations to council. Council approved to enter into this relationship with Reeves Young as our construction manager at risk. Now we're here in the second phase where we've gone through and negotiated with them on the guaranteed maximum price for the scope of the work that was in that RFP, and the MWBE participation that they have to meet there as well, which has been submitted and certified. So the vendors on this project on the MWBE participation is Technique Concrete Construction. They are a DBE and they are a local DBE, and they are receiving 5.2% of this work. Then we have Technique Concrete Construction again, receiving another 4.9%. So in total, they're just at 10.1% of the work. They are DBE. They are a local DBE. We have Master Steel, which is not a local DBE, but they are a DBE. They are doing 1% of the work. JSL Construction is a DBE, non-local, at 4.5% of the work. And then we have SAB, S.A. Brown, which is a DBE and a local DBE, doing 5.4% of the work. And 4A's Construction LLC, which is a DBE, non-local, doing 0.3% of the work as well. And I can tell you, even though we do not differentiate which type of woman or minority-owned business because we cannot by law, I can tell you that from what we understand, Technique Concrete is an African-American-owned firm. Master Steel is a woman-owned firm. JSL Construction is a Hispanic-owned firm, and S.A. Brown is an African-American-owned firm, and 4A's Construction is an African-American-owned firm.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to close.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Ladies and gentlemen, that ends our agenda. No better way to end a lovely day on a note of love. But how long we stay here
Mr. Mayor,
depends on you all.
what,
Now,
with 15?
which way did I start?
15.
The last
You
time.
start that way this time.
I thought last time I started that
No,
way.
you started this way.
Okay.
You went.
All right. Closing comments.
What did we do at 15, Mr. Clerk, Mr. Mayor?
15? Yeah, yeah, first reading only.
Okay. Thank you.
We wanted to make sure it was asked to be moved to first reading, so. All right, Alderwoman Lanier, anything?
One thing, no, I don't have an announcement, I have a question from the city manager. Did I write it down? On Little Neck Road near Henderson, is that in the county? I know the lines.
I think that's in the county.
I'm gonna have to pull up a map. It gets a little,
I think it's county.
Swiss cheese
I
out
think
there.
it's county 2, but I want to make sure, I know the line is pretty close, and I was asking because some citizens, including myself, tree lovers, there's a 300-plus-year-old oak tree out there that's about to be chopped down because of the electric wires, and I was just trying to bring some attention to that.
Okay.
And so I guess if it's the county,
If we can, I'll get with you afterwards and I'll get the exact details and follow up.
we need to save that tree if we can. Yes, sir, thank you very much.
And there's some trees to that end, thank you, Alderwoman Lanier, right behind the arena, there, all of a sudden, next to that train track, has all of a sudden started coming down in between Brickyard and the
Yeah.
arena, so something's going on over there.
Get that question, yeah.
Okay.
All right, thank you. That's it, Alderwoman Lanier?
Yes, sir.
Alderman Leggett.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Want to bring mention, also on behalf of our second district and all the aldermen, we want to continue to have prayers go out to our brother Joe Shearhouse on the loss of his brother. We want to bring mention also and lift up the name of Ronald Mitchell in the second district, Shamika Simmons in the second district, and we also lost one of our community partners, Mr. Dillon with the League of Brawn, who always gave multiples of toys and clothes to young people. So please continue to keep all of those families in your prayers.
Thank you. Alderwoman Wilder Bryan.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to formally invite everybody to the St. Valentine's party that we have scheduled for Stillwell, Lando's Landing in the park. We have an old school king and queen, fashion contest, all of that. And I also want to make sure that we acknowledge the loss, horrific loss of my friend and community partner, Shamika Simmons from Ladder Strategies. She is going to be funeralized on Saturday at St. Paul. Make her life a blessing, please.
Is it 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock?
2 o'clock.
Oh, yes. We want people in the East Savannah area off of Skidaway to check in your family members. There is, on Anderson, the veranda houses, we need to take better care of our people. It is not uncommon that our people, the elderly people in our neighborhood, are taken advantage of, right? And so they don't have a lot of advocates, but when they say something, we need to act on it, whether it's true or not true. We owe them the expectations that the people that they rent from, they get every penny that they deserve, and it's a disservice if we can't bind together to make sure that our elder babies are taken care of in any way that we possibly can. Let that be a blessing today. All the things that we need to do and we do, and we're moving forward trying to do the things that make our city great. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. I want to thank you and Alderman Leggett for alerting me to that. And we've been in contact with the Housing Authority of Savannah, who has helped as an intermediary between us and the management group. And so we've been following up with them. So thank you for that. Thank you.
Reached out to me.
Alderwoman Shabazz.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I would like to also send out our condolences to my sister Shamika Simmons, who is also one of the members of the top ladies of distinction. She is Lady Simmons, and her funeral, as continuing to report on this with my colleagues, is going to be at St. Paul CME Church on Barnett Street on Saturday February the 14th, starting at 2:00 p.m. Also, we are celebrating, and I do believe that 365 days out of the year are days of love, but globally, we set aside this particular weekend as a weekend to celebrate love, affection, and just being romantic to one another and caring about each other. So happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Thank you, Alderman Palumbo.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I wanted to commend our colleagues, everybody who's reappointed and appointed to leadership positions at the National League of Cities. Of course, we have Mayor Van Johnson serving as first vice president of National League of Cities. And we've learned our colleague Alderman Pertee has been reappointed to the Public Safety and Crime Prevention Committee.
That's right.
Yes. Anybody else? Anybody else? Any other committees? Carol Bell? And Alderwoman Carol Bell to the Women in Government Committee as well.
Women and Municipal Government.
Women in Municipal Government.
Womenage.
You know, I'll make up for it with the profound hearing loss. And then one more, for all the lonely hearts out there, I wanted to wish Mrs. Palumbo, Mrs. Hafke, the most romantic gesture I could make for Valentine's Day is wishing you happy Valentine's Day from the dais of Savannah City Council. So, Kristen, I love you.
Dietrich's on transportation. Aren't you on transportation?
Alderman Pertee, you want to top that?
How do you top that?
Hey, Dietrich's on transportation. Dietrich's on transportation, and I'm just a member. I'm happy.
All right.
So I wish every season was a season of love. You know, oftentimes we hear of a lot of stuff on the news and a lot of stuff in the community, a lot of division, and you know, folks just can't get along anymore. And we've lost the art of negotiation and the art of mediation and being able to sit down and have casual conversation with casual disagreements. So with that being said, love your neighbor, okay? As yourself. And then please have some love for yourself too. And spread the love. And hopefully every month can be the season of love.
Kirk, don't forget about.
Thank you.
And I did have a very white voice that I could sing for you.
The death in your church. You got a song? Van started that.
You had a passing in your church?
Yeah. The passing, Barbara Pearson. What was her name? I forgot. She's an elderly lady. Very. Yeah.
Well, condolences.
Yes.
Alderwoman Miller Blakely.
Thank you, Mayor Johnson. I don't know who Kelwins is.
I'll tell you in a moment.
Thank you for the chocolate.
Yes, Alderwoman. I went to a ribbon cutting yesterday. Kilwins is actually in Ellis Square. Right across from, on the side of Wexford's,
that's cute.
right on Congress Street. And so they have chocolate, a lot of chocolate.
And they have fudge. And
That's right, and fudge, fresh fudge.
It is actually a recipe from Mackinac Island, Michigan. One of my favorite places to go, yes.
So
you gave us these hearts, Mayor?
No, they brought them over here, so we thank
Oh.
thank them for bringing this today for us.
Okay. Well, let me say this. Happy heavenly birthday to my daddy. Today he would have been 92 years old. Congratulations to one of my 41-member Grand Clan participants, Akira Mack, Calvary Day School. She was recognized as top senior basketball player. And also to my grandson, we call him Buddy Brown, but his name is Wildrick Robinson, who gave me my third great-granddaughter about 3 weeks ago. So congratulations to all of them. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Alderwoman Bell.
And let me say this right here. In reference to, stop talking about my Grand Clan members. In reference to Shamika Simmons, when I tell you she was an icon in the city, she started out with us as My Sister's Keeper Productions, with My Sister's Keeper Productions. We did a full-figured fashion show, motivation for women that were plus size, and she was one of our models, and she was a phenomenal, when I say phenomenal participant and model, she was, and she's truly, truly going to be missed.
Thank you very much, Alderwoman Bell.
Briefly, Mr. Mayor, I would like for this council to extend condolences to the family of Dr. Annette Brock, And in recognition of her husband's passing recently, the funeral was last Saturday. I haven't gotten to her yet, thank you. But we appreciate everybody who turned out and celebrated a life well lived for Otis Brock. The other person, and they were neighbors, they lived across the street from each other in Thunderbolt. The other person is Dr. Margaret Chisholm Robinson. Dr. Robinson, yes, Dr. Robinson passed away. She celebrated in October of 75 years as a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, which made her a diamond soror. But she was funeralized on last Saturday, and I didn't attend Savannah State, but I am happy to say that after coming to Savannah, she became one of my mentors, and she poured a lot into my life. So I appreciate the gift of knowing her. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll share for Shamika Simmons, who I had the opportunity to work very closely with over the years, and just certainly a devastating loss to our community. She was reachable, she was touchable, and she was always on everybody's band, on everybody's team, so we'll miss her. And I had the opportunity to speak at the funeral of Mr. Otis Brock Jr., who I knew for years and certainly was the father of one of my dearest friends, Otis Brock III, and Dr. Margaret Robinson, who is just an icon at the Savannah State University. I used to run from her classes because I just knew I wouldn't pass them. I just knew, because she was that much focused on excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you all being here.
The family of Shamika Simmons will be receiving visitors and friends today at 6:30. The house is on the corner of Fair Street in Woodville, I believe. So if anybody wants to go and sit with the family, they'll be receiving people at 6:30.
Thank you. Thanks for letting us know.
Mr. Mayor, can I also say something about Dr. Margaret Robinson? Dr. Margaret Robinson was the dean of my college at Savannah State University, and she rose to that position as the first woman dean of the School of Engineering in all disciplines of engineering for mechanical, electrical, and civil engineering. So I had to say that about her. We called her the lion. All of the students did, because she just did not play the radio, none whatsoever, with us. So we too send our condolences out to her son, who's our friend, and the rest of her family. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Mr. Manager, do you have anything? All right. Mr. Attorney, you have anything? Mr. Clerk, you have anything?
No, sir.
For closing thoughts, for me, it takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. And I found love on a two-way street.
Oh, Lord. Come on, don't talk about love right now. My love.
And I lost it on a lonely highway.
All day long.
We're adjourned.
Listen, man, you can listen to some music.